Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another video and another F1 2021 game experiment. Today we're going to be, well, the plan was originally for this particular experiment, you might recall, I think it was last month now, we did an experiment where what would happen, we see what would happen if everyone had the same car in the Mercedes. Now I said in that one I wanted to see what happened with everyone had the Red Bull and also throw in the My Team car as well. Unfortunately, well, take a look at this. This is what happened when I swapped the Mercedes performance for the Red Bull one. Race strategy is a one-stop from soft to medium zen. Going to lower the fuel as well because we definitely don't need that much fuel in the car. 5 red lights then. We seem to have a worn energy score. Okay. Something's really broken. Something's broken with that. So we're not actually going to be doing this today by the looks of it, as there's been a pile up as well. We still haven't retired. We're still going. We've got 3 wheels left. We've got 3000% energy store. That tyre still, come on, shear off. No, we've damaged our front wing now. I've got no control. Wow. Oh my goodness, we went airborne. We went airborne there. So anyway, yeah, so that's going to be something that I'm going to have to look at without the My Team car, unfortunately. But we are going to be doing it with the My Team car, but with the Mercedes performance in today's video. The Red Bull one will be coming, but that will be in a future video. As well, coming in a couple of weeks time. But anyway, this is my qualifying lap, going so well for player 1, who's in P1 as it stands, although I'm sure that's going to change now. He enters into the middle sector as well. Purple there, wide, yep, I told you that would happen. Verstappen, the man who's actually number 1 in real life, is now P1. So we're coming through the final corner. We've gone wide again through turns 9 and 10 up to the line, and it's P7 for us. Verstappen on pole from Hamilton, Norris and Gasly, Bottas, Leclerc, myself, then Sainz, Alonso, Ricciardo. And remember of course, the driver ratings are of course customised based on the car performance. Piastri only P21. I'm sure we'd be doing a lot better if this was real life. So yeah, a little bit frustrating that the F2 drivers can't really compete. Yes, they got less experience, but you know, they should be able to compete with an equal car really as well. But there we go. That's just something that is probably in the game. We don't really know Piastri's performance, so we're going to have a 25% race around Austria. See how close we can come to, well, see how we all are to winning, bearing in mind that we were faster through the first sector and the middle sector as well. The final sector we were not that great. So you know, but you know, Austria is a track that I can win at, so should be a lot better than some of the other tracks on the F1 game that are undrivable. Race strategy is a one-stop, soft to medium as well. We definitely don't need that much fuel, so we're going to go lower that as well. So 5 red lights into the Austrian Grand Prix in equal cars, and after a long hold, lights out and away we go. And it's a good start, a lot better than Bottas, who's had a miserable start, almost taken to the grass, excuse me, try and get past. We're trying to have a look around the outside of Norris and Gasly, and we get Gasly actually. Norris is slow as well, up to through turn 2, up to turn 3. Hamilton and Verstappen going side by side. Of course, this is still 2021 go around the outside. Norris gives us the space, and unfortunately for the AI, you're just going to lose out every time. As Hamilton and Verstappen having a drag race down to turn 4, and it's Verstappen who's going to win out during that drag race. As well as we're behind us. Oh dear, Tsunoda is out. Usual Austria shenanigans. Virtual safety car deployed to clear up Tsunoda's mess, because one of the Haas cars was coming in. Bear in mind it's the 2021 Haas, although it is the 2021 Mercedes, really, actually, come to think about it. But yes, and well, those shenanigans continued as behind us Sainz goes there, and then Vettel uses his front wing. Vettel decides he can't be bothered anymore, and he decides to depart, to retire at that specific moment. So we've got Hamilton and Verstappen having a big old ding dong here. We're going to switch back. Hamilton try and get the better exit. Doesn't work. We switch to the left hand side here, down to turn 4 with DRS, ERS wide open. Thank you very much. Sweep through and up to P2. Next up's Verstappen. Huge thanks to Verstappen forcing out Hamilton at turn 3. It allowed us to get the better exit there than Hamilton round the outside, which always gives you the better traction there. And there we are, up to P2 now. Next up is Verstappen, although all Hamilton have a little look at us as there's contact there, a little bit as well between myself and Hamilton. As he decides to doesn't his AI thinks I'm not actually there at all, and that's going to really slow up Hamilton. I think he's got floor damage and maybe a bit minor front wing damage as well, so he's a sitting duck, and as a result Lando Norris is breezed past, and it's only a matter of time before Leclerc breezes past as well. Meanwhile, back at our POV, we're directly down the inside of Verstappen. He tries to pinch us, but we're through, up into the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Player 1 is back in P1 as well. And that's going to lead us swiftly on to lap 8, when we're both coming in for our one and only stop onto a set of medium compound tyres. Well, hoping for one of those My Team ridiculously 1.8 second pit stops. They are there waiting. They're just camouflaged in black and white for some reason. 2.6, not bad, but we're comfortably in front of Verstappen though. Out in P11 as half the grid failed to pit on that lap, and that just left Giovinazzi in the lead. But Verstappen did have a think about it into the penultimate corner there, turn 9. On lap 10, but doesn't really get. We're drifting it through to make it the position up. As we're watching Nicholas Latifi, and he's going for a move. He's just got into the back of one of the Alfa Romeos as he got forced out by Piastri, and Latifi is out of the race, and that's going to bring out the safety car as well. So it's myself and Verstappen, then Norris and Gasly. Gasly's come back through, and that's the advantage for 25% race. If you have an engine failure, then you can do that. Safety car is coming at the end of lap number 13. We're just warming up our tyres through these final corners because they've gone a bit igloo-like. So we need to get them warmed up so we're not jumped by Verstappen, and then we catch him napping. We're just going to open the taps and we'll start. Hopefully we can start to build a little bit of a gap as well. We'll probably catch right back up as well. And speaking of that, lap 15, we've bottled our advantage through having a terrible corner there. All of a sudden we're down to 2/10 instead of 5/10 as well. Going to deploy as much ERS as possible. Verstappen is going to try and have a think about the inside line, but we're going to defend the racing line and try and retain P1. Verstappen is going to have a go again though. He wants to win this Grand Prix as well. He has to go up the inside. We give him the room on the inside, but then we get the better traction than him. We should be able to just run away, and that's going to leave him vulnerable to Norris, as well as Gasly and Bottas having a ding dong as well. And in the end, we're coming through. Verstappen, I don't know, I think he may have got contact with something, but we come through then to win the Austrian Grand Prix on equal cars. Thank you very much. Numero uno for P1, for player one. And of course we get driver of the day as well. So yes, that is what would happen if F1 had equal cars through Simulation F1 2021. I'm sure these results probably don't reflect real life performances. I'm sure that if we had equal cars, then the likes of Russell, Schumacher, Sainz, Leclerc would be right up there, even Vettel as well. All of them would be right up there fighting for the race victory as well. There's a couple of collisions as well, people forcing each other out through that race, and what was that, 6 front wings needed changing. So yes, that's where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, then leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more F1 2021 game experiments. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.